Hey everybody! Well, it's unusual to do a video on a weekday, but here I am. The theme on this one is pretty straightforward. To explain, as I've mentioned, I've dialed back on my aggressiveness in my portfolio, but I am utterly willing to get aggressive again if this market would just calm down. So what I wanted to do is show you, let me explain a little bit more. My bear pin has 70 different items in it. Of those 70, I already have 28 in short positions. Now, of all the rest, I went through them and I plucked out 11 that I think are basically ripe for the picking. And I'm not in any of these 11, but if the market smells at all sensible on Friday, I intend to get back into most or all of these. So that's what these are. These are short candidates that I'm not in now. And if the market doesn't go berserk again on Friday, we'll be very seriously considering these. Before I get into those 11, just to show one broad item, which I think is really representative of where we're at in the market. It's settled from the IEFA. This is basically worldwide equities, SANS North America. And we're at a very important juncture right here. It's a very fascinating juncture because these Fibonacci retracements span the entire history of this instrument. This is the lowest it's ever been. This is the highest it's ever been. These are the lines computed between those levels. And as you can see, historically, it's rather magical the import these lines have on this instrument. And recently, after this beautiful top, we fell gloriously for a few weeks and just about got down to this level here. So we found support right in the vicinity of this level, very similar to how we were back here. And then whoosh, we started going higher. But look where we're at. Look what we're close to. So the perfect scenario here would be to not exceed this level. If it does, then I'll probably continue to hold back in general. But if it does not get past this level, and even better, starts to weaken away from it, that's a very encouraging sign that perhaps this rally, which I know it just feels like a day or two, but it's actually been going on for a while. Let's count. We bottomed here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8 solid trading days since we bottomed out on this. So it's been almost a couple of weeks really at this point. All right, well, having said that, here's the aforementioned 11 items in alphabetical order. Bank of America, BAC, zooming in here, and our resistance is round about that level or so. Capital One Financial, COF, zooming in, and right along there, that's our resistance line, like so. Dine Brands, DIN. Zoom in here, we've went roaring higher, and now we're conking our head near this area, which is around 77.91. And these aren't necessarily to the penny. These are usually anchored to some important point, but these are rough guidelines where resistance, I believe, is. Darden Restaurants, this is a very pretty one. A lot of overhead supply here, and a price gap there at 132.89. Hilton, HLT. This one, you can see kind of this arc going on like so. In fact, let's try to kind of draw it so you don't have to imagine in your mind's eye. Let's stretch this some. We'll give ourselves some extra room above and to the right, like so. See how that does for us. Get our little arc tool out here, and something like that. That's not terrible. And then we'll reset our stretchy chart. There. Okay. Lam Research, LRCX. Zoom in. And something along there. Nice expensive stock. This is a new one. Never saw this before today, but when I was trying to come up with something to talk about, I looked at the what I did is I was looking at Capital One, so I used the jump to sector feature because I was kind of curious, what other kind of credit cards were out there, companies. and it showed me a few of them, and this was one, and I think it's a pretty cool chart. I have no idea how the options on it are, but 46.18 is our line on that one. PerkinElmer, PKI, way up here, and you can see the lower highs going on. Regional Management, RM, managed to fall today incredibly, probably one of the few stocks that did. But there's our line level on this at the gap, 47.28. Tronox, TROX, as I recall, these options stink, but I could be wrong. And here's our line, something like 21.08. And finally, United Airlines, UAL, zooming in, and we're just about around resistance in that zone. So in sum, 28 positions in my main account, 33% cash. I'm still enthusiastic. I've downgraded from maniacal about IYR. It sort of broke my heart today. It was up 1.44%, which makes me sad. So I did cut. It's funny because yesterday it was already a huge position. I was actually in my fit of peak was going to add 20% to it. The price didn't go through and I canceled it. And today I did just the opposite. I actually cut it right in half. It's still a big position, but I'm just feeling less vivacious about this market, which probably is a great sign of a top, frankly. But yeah, that's where we're at. So a lot of cash on the sidelines, a lot of ideas, and kind of disappointed. But I'm impatient, I know. That's it. Hope some of this is helpful, and off we go to Friday.